Hey you guys, welcome back to the Hall of Anime. My name is Dawson, and today we are back again with another chapter review, except this time it's something a little bit different, I know I did some Black Clover reviews, I think I did one or two, but I can't remember, and I haven't read Black Clover in a while now. But, some series I try to start up and they just fall flat on their face. Tokyo Ghoul Re, even though, I've been missing out on a lot of chapters as of lately, has been going pretty good, I'd have to say. I mean, I have a ton of Tokyo Ghoul Re reviews out, that's for sure, a decent amount. And even though I haven't been doing one every chapter, they at least, they come out decently. Every, couple chapters there'll be one. So I feel like it's going decent, and hopefully I'm going to be starting to get back and more into Re as I continue to reread Re, since I finished Tokyo Ghoul a couple days ago, like I said in my Re-review. Yeah, oh yeah, by the way, Tokyo Ghoul review, I was gonna do it tonight, but I had a lot of homework and didn't really have time, so it's probably gonna be recorded tomorrow on Wednesday, and up by Thursday, Friday, somewhere in there, most likely. But there's a couple other videos that I'm going to be tackling over the next couple days. Anyway, to the main point of this video. So, recently there have been about 3 manga that have really caught me off guard and that are coming out from mangakas that I know that have made great works in the past, and I am actually generally excited for the upcoming manga this year. 2 of them already have first chapters. One's not starting till November, I'm sure. For you guys who have not heard about the big dog that is coming, hopefully the big dog, it is a manga called Platinum End, done by the same people who together wrote Death Note and Bakuman, 2 of the best manga that are out there, 2 really great anime, 2 of the best anime out there, and 2 of the best manga out there, definitely. So Platinum End is hopefully going to be good. I can't imagine them writing something bad. I mean, there's always that point that people are going to compare the 2, or the 3 of them, like Bakuman, Death Note, to this new series, but at the same time, Bakuman and Death Note were so different that you couldn't compare them, really. So I'm curious how they go about this one. From what I've heard, it's supposed to be about a human and angel. So yeah. And then we have Platinum End, like I said, the big dog, in my thoughts. We have, I can't even remember the name, but it is a manga that came out by the creator of Dead Man Wonderland. And I read the first chapter, it was really interesting. It had a cool premise, really, really bloody, really gory, just like how Dead Man Wonderland was. And then what we're reviewing today, which I've already spent 3 minutes not talking about it, is Atsushio, Atsushi Okubo, I think is how you pronounce him, or her. I'm not really sure if it's a him or her. But anyway, if you don't know that name, person who wrote Soul Eater, kind of a big series, pretty big series, and their new manga just recently started, I believe a couple days ago, and that was Enen no Shouboutai, I think is how you pronounce it. Anyway, today I'm here to talk about that, and I read the first chapter, and I was actually pretty surprised, I'd have to say. Sorry, I'm trying to maneuver through my iPad so I can pull a picture up of all the characters that I have. Anyway, damn. It was actually pretty good. It made me think Soul Eater-ish, but at the same time it has a different vibe to it. It has somewhat of the same art style mixed in with a brand new art style. What we have is we have the main character who, his name is Shinra, it looks like. Yes, Shinra is the main character's name, and he's this thing called a fire soldier. Basically, there are first, second, and third fire soldiers. I believe the name of this manga in English is Fire Brigade or something like that. And basically, from what I picked up from the first episode, basically, there is this fire phenomena or something along those lines that happens once every it randomly happens in humans, and basically what happens is these people burst into flames, and they become demons, uncontrollable demons, basically. That's what I brought out of it, and from what I heard, or from what it seems in the series, basically, people will burst out into these flames, and it's called the fire phenomena, and it just happens at random. People burst into flames, and they basically start getting, eaten by the flames, and they turn into these demons. And basically, what we have afterwards is the fire brigades, which go around, and it looks like there is a sister, as in, lady from the church who is in the series. It seems like each church or fire brigade has their own sister that follows them around and chants prayers and things like that to disrupt the demon. But then we also have people who don't have any special powers who go around helping with either brute strength or like here we have Akitaru, who is one of the non-ability users in this group of 5 people. We have the 5 people being the main character Shinra, Akitaru, the sister Iris, Maki, who is one of the other fire soldiers, and then we have the company commanded second generation ability user Takashi, or Takasi. Guys are gonna have to help me on that if you've read this. Anyway, yeah, what it seems like is, it seems like these ability users have different abilities. I wasn't sure what the first generation was. There was a first generation of ability users, I believe, or fire soldiers, but it didn't really specify anything about it. It says basically that the second generation, from what I remember, can put flames in their hands, it looks like. Can fight with flames in their hands, and then it looked like the third generation, which our main character is the newest generation, obviously, and they can ignite their whole bodies, I think it was. This main character did a really cool thing in the beginning where he used his feet and kind of jumped around. While he was on fire, he used them as kind of like a booster. That's what I think. Anyway, I loved it. I actually really, really, really enjoyed this chapter. After reading Tokyo Ghoul, some dark-ass shit, it was good to step away from that. And I went back in, before I read this, I read the exact chapter before this. I read that new manga by the Dead Man Wonderland author. God fucking damn, that was dark. But this got me excited because I feel like this could be another Soul Eater. Reading the idea before this came out a month ago, I thought it was really weird, and I wasn't sure how it was gonna sound. But then after thinking about it for a little bit, I thought Soul Eater sounds fucking weird. Just think about Soul Eater and the idea for Soul Eater. People that turn into weapons going around eating souls. If you've never seen Soul Eater, you don't know what it is. That is a weird ass thing, decision to go off of, or summary to go off of. It's like, what the fuck did I just read? But anyway, I really like the main character, actually. He kind of comes off a little bit, as a dick, it kind of looks like at the beginning, like his face, but then you soon realize that he's kind of responsible, it looked like, decent person, actually, surprisingly, for a manga character. He's a decent person, it looks like. Tries to help people out and things like that. From what we've seen, he looks like he has a dark past. We saw some scenes from his past where his grandma was basically, apparently he told his mom he wanted to be a hero when he was younger, I remember from one scene in the manga. And then you saw flames and people burning. I'm guessing that his ability may have come to life there, possibly, and kind of burned everyone to death. Then when the people tried bringing him to his grandmother, his grandma was like, I don't know that kid, that's not my grandson, things like that. So it looked like he was might have accidentally killed his family, or somebody killed his family. and then the rest of his family rejected him, possibly. That's what it looks like. And then he went to school to train as being one of these Special Fire Brigade members. And he has this weird thing. It reminds me of just something that would be like us in Soul Eater. Every time that he gets what is it? Not upset, but anxious or anything along the lines of that. Embarrassed. When he's around these two girls, the two girls in the series, Iris and Maki, it's right after they got out of the shower and they smell nice, and he instantly, this kicks in. Basically, he has this thing where he smiles really awkwardly. There's this part at the beginning where he falls over onto this chick, like first couple pages, and he gets this really weird ass grin on his face where he just shows his teeth, and he can't help it. It's just something that makes me think this is Soul Eater. This definitely is something like Soul Eater, and I definitely think it's setting itself up to be something good. I'm happy. I'm hoping that this is a weekly series, because that would be fucking awesome, because this is definitely something I want to keep up on. Even if it's a monthly series, I'll keep up on it, as long as it has a better release schedule than the, than the Batum manga. I would definitely keep up with this monthly. Anyway, you guys, those are my thoughts on this. I know that there were a couple other things that I was talking about. I will be reviewing those series, those two others that I talked about, Platinum End and the other one by the Dead Man Wonderland author. I will be talking about the Dead Man Wonderland author one soon, and Platinum End, as soon as that comes out, I will definitely be putting something out. Anyway, watch out for a couple of videos, Tokyo Ghoul review coming out in the next week, at least, and then an update video talking about how this season of anime will go, because there are a couple of things that I want to mention, considering that last season really fell through, and I didn't end up posting a lot of content about it, and probably a couple more things to be talked about. Anyway, you guys, my thoughts on this chapter completely. Fucking great. Definitely go read it. If you liked Soul Eater, you will like this. You will feel Soul Eater out of this. There's this part at the beginning where it was supposed to look like gears, I think, or something like that, and it was all Death's heads. I swear, it looked just like Death's head from Soul Eater. You can tell that this is Soul Eater, definitely, though. The art style really reminds you of it, and I definitely recommend checking this out. This will be one of the better manga that's coming out at the time. Anyway, you guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.